The Michigan Livestock Expo's Sale-abration rewards hardworking youth exhibitors. AgroExpo returns later this month, and Michigan Farm Bureau supports expanding access to broadband internet. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
The 13th Annual Michigan Livestock Expo wrapped up July 27th, concluding with the Sale-abration auction at Cherry Bark Farm in Vermontville. This was the second year in a row that COVID-related restrictions forced the show out of the MSU Pavilion and south to the Branch County Fairgrounds.
Grand champion market goes. We need 10,000 here. 05.
I think we've learned a lot over the last couple of years with COVID in that even though, we're not doing things the way we have in the past, the board has been able to come together with the show manager and the sale manager, and they've done an excellent job of finding a way to be able to hold this with restrictions in place. I think the biggest challenge from what we're hearing from participants is the sense of community they had when they were all showing at the same time. So once, we get through COVID and we figure out, next year, hopefully, what that can look like, we'll be able to bring all the kids back together in one spot.
We had a really successful year again. Everything ran extremely smooth. We couldn't have asked for check-ins or the shows to go any better. And our sponsors have been wonderful. The location change and the format change has not changed that for us. The sponsors we have are supportive of Michigan's youth no matter where we're at.
The state's finest youth livestock exhibitors raised over $250,000 at this year's sale. Meyer was again a top buyer, purchasing, among other things, the Grand Champion Market beef for $30,000.
Never made the sale, let alone won it, so very appreciative. It's been my last year in school, so the money will go towards student loans and paying tuition, and pretty proud that I got to be the one to set the goal with them. I got my steer from Texas. His name's Tex. I'd say probably the biggest challenge was just not a lot of shows to go to because of COVID, and getting one ready in the summertime here in Michigan is pretty hard with the hot weather, so we run a cooler, and we rinse in the morning, fog at night, and then kick them out when the sun goes down, bring them back in when the sun goes up.
While the show and sale have been successful in their alternate locations the past 2 years, organizers and participants are looking forward to a move back to the MSU Pavilion in 2022.
The kids really enjoy being at the pavilion for the 4 days, 4 days that they're there together. They really get that experience of a state fair feel, that 4 days of being there together and being able to have multiple species. And the format we're in right now, it's really difficult for families that live any kind of distance away from Branch County because they have to travel back and forth, and that's not ideal for anyone. So we're right as of right now, we are excited to be able to get back to the Michigan State Pavilion.
Other major auction supporters included National Beef, Crystal Flash, Greenstone Farm Credit Services, Foster Swift, MMPA, United Dairy Industry of Michigan, CoBank, and Michigan Farm Bureau. Up next, AgroExpo returns this month.
There's torque. Then there's 1,050 pound-feet of available best-in-class torque. There's towing. Then there's up to 37,000 pounds of available best-in-class towing. There's backing up a trailer. Then there's backing up with available class-exclusive Pro Trailer Backup Assist. In other words, there are trucks, and then there's the new Ford Super Duty, the most capable heavy-duty pickup truck ever built.
After a year off, AgroExpo returns on August 17th and 18th in St. John's.
What an exciting time. The 2021 AgroExpo is back on with speakers and demonstrations, as well as nearly 100 hybrids and varieties of different crops to look at. Vendors galore. We're looking forward to having our record attendance in 2021. It's going to be a fantastic week of exploration, discovery, and innovation. The vendors range from all different parts of industry, whether it's a seed provider, a chemical company, product, planter, equipment, obviously heavy iron that will be here demonstrating all the new technology and innovation that they have to offer. Especially with the gap year, I know the exhibitors are excited to really show that off this year. What's really nice about demonstration plots is you get a real life experience, not only with the plant itself, the varieties, the hybrids, but the actual conversation with the representatives that are there. What's really cool about that is just the hands-on, real life opportunities. And I think there's some decision making that can happen during the show. We're coming into the fall season where people will make some of those major decisions, and we have almost every hybrid and variety on tap for you to look at and ask questions, and that's what we want you to do. What we designed this show to be is educational, and to have people come in and have an opportunity to hone their business, find some of their solutions to some of their problems or weaknesses they may have, and look forward to improving their performance in 2022. Gives them opportunity to talk firsthand to people that know their product, know their plants, and their equipment for that matter. This year's AgroExpo is August 17th and 18th. To learn more about the show, visit theagroexpo.com.
Coming up, Michigan Farm Bureau announces a new action alert.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the experience you get with our local trusted advisors is different. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Michigan Farm Bureau is encouraging members to contact their representative in Congress and urge them to support expanding access to broadband internet here in Michigan and across the country. More than a quarter of rural America doesn't have access to high-speed internet, which is critical for farmers to be more efficient, economical, and environmentally responsible. Two separate pieces of legislation, the Broadband for Rural America Act and eBridge Act, are currently before Congress. More information on each act and details on how to get involved are on Michigan Farm Bureau's website. State Representative Mark Huizinga won a tight race for an open Michigan Senate seat during a special election August 3rd. Huizinga, who was endorsed by AgriPAC, the nonpartisan political action committee of Michigan Farm Bureau, won by fewer than 200 votes. More than 100 local tax proposals were also on the ballot. The vast majority of them were approved by voters. For more news and videos, visit MichiganFarmNews.com or the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.